Alright, so a couple of the other issues that we get is when we have a client going up and they let the head roll back and overextend. Okay, cool. Bring the feet in, so then just let your head roll back and just put your hips just higher. Oh, Zach can't really do it, but anyway. So just go up again and then just let the head fall back. Alright, this just happens, right? So what happens when the head goes back? We let go of the front of the core. So jump out of there, I'll show you. Alright, so we're going up, we're coming up here, and the head goes back, and we're getting this loss of core here. So this is, the rib cage is coming away from the pelvis. So when the rib cage comes away from the pelvis, we're lengthening our core muscles and we're losing our core, and our back is now holding us up instead of, when we're here, we're going down and squeezing hips up high and the core's on. So my rib cage doesn't come away from my hips and we get maximum contraction there. So as soon as I go like this, I lose the front of my core and my back actually hurts now doing that. So that's really important to keep the chin down, ribs to pelvis, all the way through. So that's another main one that we see with clients. What was the other one that we're addressing?
It was the head and the loss of
core, or
the overextension of your back.
Yeah, so we just don't want to have a massive amount of us. Can you do it?
Yeah, I probably can. But even the foot positioning is super important. You know, going way wider out, going to get more hamstring, going closer in, your quads are going to take over. I think that's really important.
Yeah, so change
90
something.
degrees. You can chop and change this.
No, that's right. Alright, so with our foot position, it's going to be different from person to person just due to the biomechanics, the length of the levers. Alright, you can teach that one because I don't do that one, so that's not my thing. So what we do, if the feet are too far away, generally the client will feel it more on their hamstring. So do a couple of sets with your feet further out, keep the chin down, good, go a bit further. Yep, good, and just do a couple of these, and then squeezing high, do a couple more. Keep your core on, beautiful. Do you feel your glutes or your hamstrings more? Yeah, so he feels his hamstrings a bit more there. Some people will feel their glutes there, but generally, as a general rule, the feet go further away, the more hamstrings we get. And there is a bit of a sweet spot with where we bring our feet, and you're just going to have to play around with that wherever that person feels it the best in their glutes. We are trying to target the glutes, so we're going to make sure that the feet are in the right position for that client to feel in their glutes maximally. The other thing as well is when people's toes go in, I find that ends up bringing the knee in and it lets the glute go. So I don't really advocate this foot position either. And you can see the knees are already like caving in and the glutes are turning off in that position. So I just like them slightly out as well and pushing up. That's kind of preferred position. People do as well come back onto the heels. So when they're going up and down, heels like so. Again, if that person starts feeling it way more in the glutes, doing it that way, fantastic. I just prefer keep the feet flat on the ground, toes out slightly, keep tension on the band, drive the hips high, right, more extension, good. And down, set the knees wide, drive the hips high, and that's a really, really nice activation for our hip thrust. Anything else?
Maybe the tempo and speed that they're doing.
Yeah.
And maybe having a stop at the bottom.